everyone. Hello everybody and welcome back to the first game of the day. An adventurous game. As ever, myself, Harvey Tyler, and joining me today is Genius.
Hey guys, I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Yep, I'm doing good. So, take a look at these teams here. We've got Genesis Gaming on attack, coming up against Team Voltage by Greco Esports on defense. On the famous border map, a map that we know Greco's organisation as a whole to be quite strong on. Yesterday we saw GRE by Greco 7-0 their opponents on this map. And take a look at the first bans, Thermite and Monty. What do you think about those?
I think we saw from Greco where Gray played it early yesterday. I think these were the same bands that came out that game. So clearly they have maybe some kind of universal team strat based around these operators. So I think it's definitely. I think we might see a similar game to what we saw yesterday from the Greco teams, but obviously we're hoping for a nice fresh game.
A mirror ban, pretty standard. A lot of good mirror setups on every site on this map. And the last ban coming through now, Clash.
I think this may be influenced by the Waifu Warriors game yesterday, because
Perhaps.
I believe it was Webby on that Clash did a lot of work, but that's the last game. We're not going to see her this game. Time to move on.
Yes. And I'm just gonna spread the link, everybody, if you can. Get your friends on, get them watching this game. And
This game's definitely going to be a good one. If you had to guess, who do you think is going to be taking this game?
it's a difficult one, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna root for Voltage.
Oh, I'm going to have to go against you this time, and I'm saying Genesis. I've played with some of the boys in this lobby, and Genesis, they're just a pretty strong team overall. I've seen them play firsthand in the past, and they are fairly organised for the most part. Let's see if they can replicate it here.
Yes, the bet is now active.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
chat,
attackers.
so go ahead and type exclamation mark bet, the team you think, either GG or Volt, and then the amount of effective bet. So looking at this setup here from the defensive side, this looks very similar to the defensive strategy we saw team pull out yesterday.
Yeah.
Delta Force 6's setup. This looks very similar to. Don't know if they've been taking any notes.
10 seconds to insertion.
Although, from what I can see so far, I've not seen that the deployable shield that was put on that 90 corner last time.
Attackers are
Can we maybe see if other people have it? Does anybody else have that deployable shield?
No deployable shield.
No.
But looking at the attackers here, relatively simple CCTV take. Bringing a Blackbeard, which I do quite like to see. Although recently he's not that strong of an operator right now. I think the way his shield works is it's a bit buggy sometimes, and you can just get clipped and still get one hit headshotted from the side, even though it shouldn't be technically covering your shield. As the first kill goes down, with Calm taking out the Ash of its ace. He knows another member's around the main door. And I think he's getting droned out right now. And he is getting droned out. Someone's pushing him. Main hallway, that looks to be the sledge. Trying to pinch him now, coming around to workshop. Three fires. No shots connected on either side. The pings are coming out. Spots him. Takes him out. Good job there. Clipped by Expert Dust on the sledge. And now they've got control of the bottom floor. They're probably going to know that. And they're going to start to work their way upstairs. As we see Blackbeard on this fabled sandwich rappel, just trying to pick off anybody who's going to be caught off guard here. Trying to rotate around from the half wall maybe towards the sandwich. And as we say that, Sledge has been injured. I assume that was by the Legion and taken out by a smoke grenade of Lanix. Very good job by Lanix there. Getting that kill. Or maybe it was through this hatch. It's a nice little angle through that hatch there. And yeah, maybe that was.
Bomb located by attackers.
We can see it. Barna focusing on trying to get open this wall with the aid of the Thatcher. Still got all of her X-Kairos pellets in hand, so she can start poking around some holes and some reinforced walls. But
Changing
close. Playing around 90. Legion's going to fall back to site. If he's not careful, he might get taken out by his Blackbeard on the sandwich rappel. And 50 seconds left now for Team Voltage to hold it out. As the wall is now getting opened by Hibana. They've still got to deal with this player behind half wall because spell doom for them. It's going to drone it. Try and bait the drone and push back a little bit as they're still trying to deal with this player at behind half wall. Hibana gets bring down to really low health. Maestro picks up Hibana.
15
Thatcher
seconds
gets some
left.
shot onto the Maestro. And that's the end of the round there with a quick flurry of kills with Kai taking out one and Drux final kill. Really strong play from the Maestro behind the half wall there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we see there the defensive side were very disciplined and stuck to their areas, with the smoke playing in office, cutting out that push from Expert, which tried to come out late towards the east stairs. We saw, the Maestro holding his trigger, not trying to shoot too early, but getting the kills when needed behind that half wall. And in the end, it kind of just led to Stronghold, which, I mean, Genesis, they couldn't really do anything about for the most part.
Yeah. Solid performance from the defense there. And we're going to see them taking up the ventilation room workshop, which is generally the favoured second site.
Yeah, and we also see the Castle, Jaeger, Bandit, Smoker, and Maestro. So we've got a fair amount of plant denial here with the C4 from Bandit, Smokes, and obviously the Maestro canisters. But if with the Bandit in play, that leads me to believe they're probably going to be going for a strong top floor presence. Probably with maybe a late 6-bit, which didn't quite come out. But yeah, this top floor hold is what I assume. And we're going to be putting a lot of emphasis into Armory, just trying to hope that they keep that locked down as best as they can. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, as obviously we can't know until we see the strat come out.
I mean, nobody's headed upstairs initially, and there's a lot of reinforcements being invested downstairs here. Banditing off these two walls into the blue hallway from Workshop is certainly interesting. We don't see many teams doing that, and then the single panel setup.
10 seconds to go.
But yeah, what do you think of this bandit setup here? Do you think it's better there, or would you rather see it upstairs on this armory wall?
It depends what kind of hold they're going for. I mean, typically, most attackers try to plant in that ventilation room, so you have the top floor presence to try and cut any of that off. But from what I think it might be happening is maybe a rotation towards the computers, and then they'll have a nice rotation in and out of sight with some kind of angle and an easy way to fall back. But no, that's not happened either.
No,
I don't think this strat was and we see bathrooms. Early kills coming out.
Yeah, immediately 2 very early kills, so we missed that there. But the Jaeger's going to get downed, and the Twitch is actually going to get taken out. It looks like an aggressive push towards the 90 corridor. Castle's going to get taken down to really low health, and I don't know if the attackers are aware of this. Yeah, they are aware of the Jaeger, as its ACs takes him out. And now they've got control of CCTV, but they've still got to deal with this Maestro. And I believe he's the only person upstairs on the defending side. Yes, all the other ones are downstairs now. But this half-wall position is a difficult position to get someone out of. Not simple. As he's getting droned out, and Thatcher's going to try and push him. 3 fire shots come out. He's finally got rid of the drone. Right, he's going to get pushed from the beepers as well with the castle. barricade being put down by the breaching hammer or sledge. He's going to have to head around towards offices, as they're still trying to get it. Drax does get one kill, picking up the Thatcher. He's unaware of the player next to him. He hears him because he rips down the barricade. And now he's going to hold the angle from the metal beepers. And maybe try and work his way back downstairs. Nomad's going to push him. Nomad's going to get taken down. He does get air jabbed. But he's going to retreat downstairs. And this is now a 4v2 favouring the defenders. Really strong position to be in. The attackers have got top floor control. And they will be able to get this hatch open with the X-Kairos pellets on Saint Killer. But it's a 2v4 and they're going to need to use some vertical pressure. But get it done quickly. They've only got 45 seconds left. And I don't know how much intel they have about on the site, as it looks like they're going to be trying to push in the backside. Maybe push in the workshop? Yeah, seems like they're going to be trying to push towards workshop. Unaware of this player in customs. And they're going to take him out. He was looking the wrong way, unfortunately. Hibana takes out Arspalutin. As it's Aces takes out Lanix on the smoke, bringing it now down to a 2v2. There is a player in the bathroom, he's going to prep a nade.
10 seconds remaining.
It's Aces with the nade kill onto Drax, it's now 2v1. Party's going
5
down.
seconds to go.
Bandit's going to push her. 1v1. And the Bandit's going to run away
We're out of time.
in order to survive with his life and claim the round. Good job there by the attacking team, clearing it out. But unfortunately, time was just a little bit too short, and they managed to get away there.
Yeah, I mean, Aces getting 3 kills that round. Absolutely fragging out for his team in this round. But with the nice grenade kill, perfectly cooked, taking out that, I think it was the bandit. No, it wasn't the bandit.
Maestro.
Taking out the Maestro in bathroom. Definitely could have sold a lot of time there, but I mean, it was a solid hold overall. Interesting strat coming out towards blue with the bandit inside workshop, but I mean, it's worked, so you can't really slate it too much. So we're hoping in this customs and supply room hold that they're probably going to be doing something similar in a sense. I assume passport maybe was probably going to be fully reinforced off, potentially bandited as well, or a bandit trick onto detention, as that can be lethal if you can't get that area closed off. And so that's where I assume he's going to be playing. But we do see the Capital being brought out by the attack, so that's definitely got the denial for bandit tricking if that is what he does try and play for. And then also,
yeah, I mean, most teams go for this supply room pump up window spot, and to do that you really do want detention being opened up. So a successful bandit trick of the Hibana bandit here. You remember there's no thermite in play, so it is going to be a difficult bandit trick all with
5 seconds left.
But yeah, they really need to get that open if they're going to go for that, if they're not going to push the
Attackers
other
are
side.
heading out to defuse
And
the
looking
bomb.
at upstairs, pretty solid hold upstairs. As you see Maestro going for a spin.
was that the break room door being castled off, which we've seen?
Yeah, they have been castled off the break room door, and I'm not
So they're
too
forcing
sure
out
where
that
the other
utility
castle
there.
one's there. I don't know where the third one is. I can't find it. I used to have it. Yeah, he's still got it. But strong presence upstairs with Drax playing around the 93 row and then moving to break room. Unsuccessful spawn peak. And we've also got Calm playing on the top of these stairs here. As the attackers move towards a offices and archives push upstairs with Expert Dust on the Twitch. Moving up.
Yeah, it's definitely
Takes shots
interesting
through
to
the wall.
see. Interesting to see they've gone for this armory and archives mistake on an attack which is coming from supply room, but we see, oh, the Jaeger's being taken out early from 90 on the Ash.
Yeah, the Twitch there getting the first kill on the injured Jaeger, and that's the first kill going the way of the attackers. Now, this castle doesn't know the other person to the right. He gets one through the hole. That was just unfortunate timing there. And he's going to get another player potentially pushing through the door. Shots come out, he gets brought down to 1 health, killed by the Hibana. Good job by the
Attackers
Hibana
dropped
here, but
diffuser.
Drax takes out the last one, laying down behind the monitors. Goes for the second one, gets taken out by Capital, bringing it down to a 3v2, favouring the attackers. And we've just got Bandit and Smoke remaining now, playing downstairs. Attackers have
Attackers
full
have recovered their
upstairs
diffuser.
control, and they're going to start making a load of vertical holes. As there's a bit of a massacre inside CCTV room there. So many kills going down in quick succession.
Tossing EMP grenade.
And someone in the chat here asking who's casting. Harvey Tyler and Genius. Well, we see them rotating now around towards Passport Office, and we're just trying to cause a little fear. Don't know where they're going to push from, but they have got 45 seconds remaining, so they need to sort of hurry up a little bit, as Smoke has 3 toxic babes remaining. There is a player inside the small office. Running out, gets one, taking out the Thatcher, bringing it to 2v2. Joy Kai gets a kill onto Expert Dust, now we're making it a 2v1. And Capital's going to try to push from inside the blue corridor. Pre-fire onto the bandits out, just off the mark. And something players getting ready to be thrown. Pushing the Capital back. And a really good position by landing the Smoke. Taking out this Capital with a lovely finish.
Well, early on in the round, it definitely looked like it was going to go Genesis's way, with them doing a fairly solid push towards that CCTV, taking out the roamers into top floor presence with a decent amount of time spare. Although that lower floor presence and that site hold and the anchoring players, which is able to stall the rest of the time, take them out, and just chip down away at the players, which allowed Smoke to take out the Capital, not with his gun, but the utility itself. Which is obviously what you want to see, as it means he's using his utility well, and he's using it wisely, and he's definitely being. And again, we're seeing more discipline, which than I expected from this team. As I put my money on Genesis taking this, although at the moment it's going completely opposite to my predictions.
Attackers need to locate and
So take a look at
defuse
the
as
bet
many
as well.
bombs they can.
60% of people betting here betted on Genesis Gaming as well. Only 40% going towards Voltage. And right now they're proving the people wrong. As we see the Armory archive defense back upstairs. So now on to one full rotation. And yeah, Landix has been doing a really good job in this Smoke here. I mean, he's got 2 kills, he's got 3 kills on the board right now, and 2 of them being with his remote damage units. And the last one being, yes, 11. But he just seems to have such good positioning each round and denying so much area.
Attackers must locate and
So
defuse the
yeah,
bomb.
he's doing a really solid job on this, along with Drax on this Maestro with the old Iron Hand 81 bullet magazine, as we know that could spell a lot of damage. Not opting to bring a back bid on the attacking team this time. Perhaps feeling that it didn't really work out. As Hibana's on the other side, so maybe potentially an office book. Expert Dex gets the first kill onto Calm again. Immediately fragged into... Where was that? Downstairs inside the passport office, I assume? Yeah, inside passport, but perhaps it was just a pre-fire through the barricade, but yeah, that's a shame to get an opening kill so early into the round. As now Capital's working towards getting control of CCTV, along with the Hibana and the sledge.
Activating drone.
Gonna get some drone game going on, as yeah, most of the players are on drone here. Hibana is on the west balcony, trying to look and see if there's any members inside CCTV. Now Legion has got a rotation from 90, and they need to deal with this guy as he decides to bug out a little bit and head towards metal stairs. He's going to come into contact with the player, get some shots off onto Expert Dust. Expert Dust brought down to really low health, about 25, and he's now surrendered control of CCTV to the attackers as they take that down.
Attackers located a bomb.
Buck's going to start doing some vertical play underneath, trying to get rid of this Maestro, the half wall that did so much damage last round. Just sort of getting the initial stages for a plant. Sledge is going to move towards the spots ahead of the Legion. Misses him, unfortunately. Yeah, Legion's not going to repeat that. That'd be Thatcher EMP's coming out of the wall. As we see, Ace is getting another kill onto Arspalutin on the Bandit. No, on the Legion, as the Bandit tricks start going down of these X-Kairos pellets. Another use of X-Kairos pellets, and you see if they can get shot wired. Ace coming out to try and deny it, as we see Drax getting a kill onto the Sledge. Slight angle there. 40 seconds remaining. And the attackers have now got the breach open. They need to start working with this. Lanix takes out the Thatcher of Xeno Danger. And he's going to rotate back towards the site. 30 seconds, 25 seconds remaining now. The attackers really need to start doing something. The Maestro is going to get taken out by the Hibana on Insane Killer. He's going to push up. The Bandit still behind half wall.
Attackers dropped the
Gets taken out by a smoke canister.
remaining.
The smoke pushes out for the last kill. And the Guai on the Bandit gets the last kill of the round. Lanix again proving another strong round on this smoke. Really solid plays, and yeah, very well played to Voltage as they take their 4th round in a row.
Again, it was another case of earlier on in the round, Genesis looked very strong with their CCTV take, forcing the Legion out of his little hole and his little area where he was holding down by the half wall inside of CCTV. But when he forfeited it, they had a really nice angle using the rotations through, cutting Lanix's rotation off out of the office, which later in the round caused them some issues potentially. But Lanix pushing out, going into the break room and allowing himself to move around and give himself some freedom to get back into the site, help with the denial, and then just completely shut down the execution from Genesis. And obviously Drax is doing a great job just stalling it out whilst Lanix was doing his job, trying to cut and get back towards site. And well, to be fair, everyone on Voltage has been doing their job for the most part, doing what they need to do and getting the job done.
Being defused by attackers.
Yeah, and I like the Mozzie pick here coming out. Be interesting to see how he uses this, whether he's just going to sort of deny drone rotations, or whether he's actually trying to capture some drones himself. There's sort of 2 ways you can play Mozzie, and they're not going to be doing the bandit trap. They did last time. As you see in my show, setting up an evil eye
Attackers
upstairs.
discovered the location of the bomb.
19 corridor.
10
It's
seconds
like
remaining.
Karma's now been taken off the Jaeger, as I saw some people saying in chat how he's having a bit of a bad guy.
Seconds remaining.
But it happens to everybody, and good show of flexibility rotating around the
Attackers are
other
heading out to defuse a bomb.
as Arspalutin Eagle 3 takes up the mantle of the Jaeger.
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart play for any team to make. If somebody's not having a good game, just swap it up and then just hope that's going to make a good difference for them.
Maestro's playing very aggressively inside here along with the Castle, who's going to get pre-fired down to half health as he puts down that barricade. Very risky maneuver, but it worked out. And this Maestro's tucked away inside a break room. Hopefully, and one drone goes past him. Although I believe that was a Mozzie drone actually. And Expert Dust is aware of his location, trying to wallbang him through the wall. Sage is also aware. Sage is going to get brought down to really low health by Drax. And he's going to wait for some team to back him up. Meanwhile, Expert Dust has got control of the 90 corridor. What's the Maestro now? And there is a Roma of Arspalutin inside of offices here. It's droned out. And Fox might start to try pushing. He's going to rotate back towards the fountain area. Meanwhile, Aces is still trying to take out Drax inside of CCTV, but aware of his location. It looks like he has used one nade to try and get rid of him. Goes pro just at the wrong time. Drax takes him out. And he gets pushed by another attacker. Evangelus Scandalous takes him out, but he's getting shot from somewhere else and he's not sure. He manages to take down the Maestro, but meanwhile Hibana's been injured. And the Jaeger is now inside of armory lockers as Expert Dust is still desperately trying to hump him down. On the other side of the wall, he's going to start to move through the door. Arspalutin takes him out. Very good job there. and Hibana has been revived, but Capadao and Hibana are on really low health, and only 50 seconds remaining. They still haven't got full top floor control, as we see Hibana using her X-Kairos pellets to open up some holes, open up the hatch, sorry, and just create a little bit more vertical pressure. 35 seconds remaining, and they're going to start to head down towards the courtyard area and push the backside. But take a look at this, Lanix is still up. He's got 30, he's got all 3 remote gas grenades as he pushes his way up the metal stairs. And back down as he's just trying to play a little bit safe. And he's got 30 seconds worth of grenades, so he's going to start cutting off these entrances to the site. As Esports gets 1 kill onto Insane Killer. Upstairs, 7 seconds remaining.
5 seconds to go.
And the attackers are nowhere near. Xeno Danger takes out Calm on the castle, but I think there's no time and they don't have the diffuser in hand. So that's another round going to Team Voltage, making it 5-0.
I think Genesis thought that the defensive side was holding customs, as we saw Hibana going for the, if I'm not mistaken, she went for the CCTV hatch, which may have been used to try and cut off rotation, although that's typically, you'd leave that to your soft destruction, surely. But, I mean, I might be mistaken again, and they might have been fully taken out, but even then, if you don't have the soft destruction, I don't think it's quite worth the use of utility to try and go for that. You might as well just try and hold on the metal stairs and try and hold a rotation down that way. But they didn't even take out the roam clear until the last 30 seconds, with Askel on the Jaeger taking out, I believe it was Expert Dust, who was on the buck really late into the round. So overall, it's just the stall game from Voltage has been on point this entire game.
Yeah, well, they're using aggression in really good situations. Drax on this Maestro is doing a really solid job of pushing up and holding these aggressive positions. And yeah, it did look as if they were trying to take customs. Now they're going to head to the customs supply room defense, with yet again Drax setting up upstairs. And this setup is sort of been pretty standardised at all 3 sites of him playing. Setting up around, setting up around the IG hallway. I think it's Evil Eye, which is
the location of a bomb. 5
with
seconds
a
left.
laser inside of it. It's been used every round, I think, in this position. But yet the attackers just sort of never really deal with it. And there is nobody sitting in an advanced position in break room. Although Jaeger's now moved inside CCTV, and he's given himself an active defense system. So it appears he's going to be holding this aggressively. So he's now going to move out and head back towards Armory as he's been droned out. The attackers are trying to get over this wall right here, but it is going to start to get bandit tricked. Although he's going to retreat as Capital Bowl gets fired into the hole. Now the attackers have got control of the detention. Check box 1 of the default supply room alarm, as they don't seem to be investing heavily upstairs. No attackers pushing upstairs right now. Expert Dust is playing really aggressively inside of this supply room, and he might catch the Legion out as he's rotating. So the Legion seems to be aware of his position, he's just sort of holding angles on each other. Only 2 members on site of Lanix and Gwyn Kai. So if the attackers drone this out effectively, then they may be able to go for a quick little plant.
Swapping mags.
With there being such a strong off-site presence. As you see the first kill of the round, Xeno Danger taking out Gwyn Kai on that bandit. Xeno Danger getting a double kill, taking out Lanix. And here we go, they've got control of the supply room now. And we might see a plant coming down very soon. Shots off to us pulled in. Just off the mark, as we see an Insane Killer getting the defuse down. And that looks like he's going to go down. Smoke grenade just off the mark as Thatcher looks around the wrong way. But
Defenders have eyes.
get the kill
Attackers need to
onto him.
protect it.
But now it's a retake situation. He's going to try and go through defuse. Hibana hears it. He can't take him out. He's still on the counter defuse. Will he get it?
Defenders
He
disabled.
gets it. And Ninja defuse
Oh
just
my.
in the middle of that. That is a shocking defuse. What an absolute play by Ospolitan here on the Jaeger. Just, they set up for the defuse so well.
Yeah,
And-
I definitely thought that was going in Genesis's favour. That was the strongest round they've put up so far, taking out Lanix straight away, who has definitely been their top player this game so far, and just allowing themselves to push in. Although that clearly isn't like enough for them, as Voltage have just, yeah, as you've said, have set up perfectly for that defuse, like the counter defuse, and like we saw Drax setting up with the Maestro in that connector door, just ready to shut down anybody who tries to go for the push. And the window, I mean, I don't think you could be seen from the angle of the window, and even then, I think, yeah, the Hibana was taken out by the Maestro, peeking through that window just to quickly take him out and just dispatch of him. So it was just very, very, very clean play.
And exactly like you said, that looked like it was really going to be the round of Genesis Gaming there. They had a strong, they got control of the site. Really good play by Xeno Danger, pushing aggressively on that Thatcher, getting a double kill, getting control of the site. But then the response from Voltage was just pitch perfect. And sometimes, I mean, as the phrase comes out that pros don't
Defenders,
fake,
protect your bombs from
and the
being defused
defuse
by
they
attackers.
didn't, and Ospolitan did not fake on that defuse. He just held it down, and he trusted that his teammates had it. And Drax there, really good job picking up those kills. As we see that now the change of halves,
Bomb located by attackers.
and Genesis Gaming will now be on defense, with Voltage now pushing for the attack. And they'll opt to hold down second floor Armory Lockers archives, which makes sense really.
One thing I want to mention though is the use of a thinker by Voltage. If you hadn't noticed, they're bringing out a thinker. Whether this is to try and
Attackers are
maybe,
moving to defuse the bomb.
okay, maybe going for an archives take given by the spawns. Maybe they're going to try and push round, go for an office take, push through into archives and try and get a plant down that way. They seem to be droning it out, so who knows? Although the fuser has been taken far away. It seems like a fairly split push, but let's see how this works.
Yeah, perhaps the thinker was just in order to try and think of the rush, as they did bring a blitz as well, but Six picked it. So just to get the defenders thinking it might be a rush play. It's Aces playing in an aggressive position inside of CCTV, but he's going to now retreat and play behind this reinforced wall with 90 hallway. Ospolitan under the sphere is aware of the position, and the first thinker boost has come out here. I'm not necessarily sure why, what that aim was for. As we see, I think he used, yeah, she's trying to get rid of this player behind half wall with her nades here. As we see, Drax getting injured by a run out from Expert Dust. Expert Dust takes a little bit of shots in order for a punishment, but hits Expert Dust again, and he gets taken out by Lanix. Lanix saves the life of the Jackal, picks him up. Meanwhile, Insane Killer gets a kill onto Ospolitan, that's taken out by Sophia. Brings it to the 4v4 Calm onto Insane Killer, making it a 4v3. And they've now got control of offices, and we see Drax pushing up onto archives, getting some footprints on the castle. And if they don't know that he's here now, this could be a very dangerous position. He's gonna just hold the angle here. Now slowly push up, but Legion Mine goes off, so they're gonna be aware of his position. And he tries to get some pre-fires. Meanwhile, he gets a pre-fire through the wall onto the Kaid, and at the same time, Xeno Danger answers back with a kill. And finally, Drax gets taken out, bringing it to a 2v2 now. Thinker boost coming out, the LNG, and Castle gets taken down by the Thinker, making it a 2v1. And they don't know where the last player is. Calm's going to push up on it, goes back with the knife kill, misses. And the shot's coming out, will he get him? A nade being prepped. Nade's thrown in. Good 1v1 situation with Thinker's going to reload her SMG. Legion on very low health here, playing inside of the fountain. Thinker's looking for him, doesn't know where he is. Thinker boost active, and he's going to push, he's going to try and hit fire, pre-fire, doesn't know where it is. Legion's pushed behind the rotation hole, and he's now holding up the position on metal stairs, as Grimkai is going to go for a plant here inside the archives. Legions is
15
aware of it. He
seconds
starts
to
to
go.
push up. Get some shots off. Think stops
10
the plant.
seconds remaining.
And now she's going to push towards metal. She's got to either plant or push here. She runs past the
5
Legion,
seconds to go.
turns back, and gets the kill. Wow, the Legion played that a little bit wrong there, but very good job from the Grun Kai here. He just comes back with this LMG and just spells doom for the defending team there, making that a flawless victory. Something that I don't think either of us were going to expect to be saying
No,
today.
I thought that was going to be a lot closer.
And that is not the outcome that everybody in the stream was expecting at all, especially going off these bets. But a really solid performance here by Voltage, showing that they're a team that they shouldn't be trifled with.
No, they're looking very, very formidable. If they can keep up this kind of performance throughout the league, and I don't believe this is the main roster either, this looks like it could definitely be something. This could spell greatness for the rest of the league. Well, this and this season for Voltage.
Yeah, 7-0 victory. Like I said, very strong performance from Drax there. I enjoyed watching these aggressive Maestro plays inside of CCTV and like the break room. And
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, I don't know what do you think? What do you think watching back the VOD Genesis Gaming need to do in preparation for next week going forward?
I think one of the main issues that we saw is I don't think they had a general idea of what they wanted to do going into attacks. Because usually when you see a team which can perform well on attacks, they genuinely have an idea of cool. We most of the time want to be going through break room and CCTV, clearing that out first, making sure we're taking the roamers. Okay, they're not putting much pressure there. Let's go somewhere else. I think if they watch this VOD back and just check to make sure that they're pushing together and seeing in what ways they're doing well and which ways they're not doing that well, then it will mean on their attacks they must be much more likely to take out that roamer quickly or roamers quickly, because from what we saw that game, at one point and in some rounds they just ignored the roamers, but didn't go for a quick site take, which is a big issue. If you want to be ignoring the roamers and you don't want to have to deal with them, you don't try and go for like a lot of off-site presence. You want to be trying to get inside and get the plant down before the roamer can come back and bite you in the backside. So, and that's just not what they did. They went for a weird hybrid, which just frankly didn't work.
Equally, Team Voltage have a lot to be very proud for of that game. They can go and enjoy their evening. You can also enjoy your evening by being back here at 8:30 as we're going to see the last game of the week between Crossfire and Team Validus. Once again at 8:30, so in 35 minutes. But anything you'd like to say before we sign off, Genius?
If you've got Twitch Prime, feel free to sub. If you haven't followed already, then follow.
Yes. But thank you everybody for watching, and we'll speak